All right, welcome back to Campbell Racing for race 6 of the WSSR season. It's going to be here at Daytona. Don't know what I have done to piss off the universe, but it is taking it all out on me in this season. So hopefully that will change. Actually, all of Storm Motorsports, me and my teammates, are all having bad luck. And that continues tonight because Stitz is having issues and can't get his force feedback in his wheel. So don't know what's going to happen there, if he's going to be able to make the grid. But anyway, we are all fairly good super speedway racers, I would say. And so we're looking forward to bouncing back tonight and hope we have something for them. So with that, we'll get into it.
That's why those four drivers will be having to start back with their issues. But 20 laps is going to be our first stage. Justin, 20 laps here at Daytona. It can go in a blink of an eye. And with 38 drivers going to be out on track, you need to start moving if you're starting further on back.
Yeah, if you're starting further on back and you get an early caution, you got to start thinking, are you going to go in, get some of that fuel, so maybe you could do a shorter stop later. We're not thinking.
I didn't even test what gear we restart in.
I'm assuming second.
I mean, that's what I was going to go to when I shipped down.
I don't know if people will be taking any, maybe just two. I don't think people are going to want to
double check that earlier.
But I don't know.
Yeah, second should be gone.
Maybe they're going to get
okay. He's back.
It's definitely going to be all different kinds of strategy, but if you're starting in the back, you got to start running this race.
Let's hope it works.
Trying to figure out how
we're about to take the green.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of thinking points after this.
All right.
Our first 20 laps. Top 10 drivers.
You figured it out.
Points. A lot of drivers want to make sure they're up for that run. Majority of the drivers will be starting on the outside, but up front, it's Larry Yingling in the 67, Douglas Newbegin in the 7. Your Meals on Wheels 250 is underway as race number 6 has our front row roaring down into turn number 1.
And they're still just 2x2. We'll be seeing this a lot all night. You can see they're going up through the gearboxes. You see some of the backfire coming through the 7 there, getting through the gears. But right now, these drivers are probably just trying to get through these first 20 laps. They're going to stay 2x2, and no one really out front yet taking a chance going down the straightaway. And maybe 3 wide in the back straightaway.
Thinking about going 3 wide for a quick moment, but also drivers have to be slightly concerned again. The front bumper issues of drivers bumping into one another, and the front end's kind of exploding at times is an issue that's still there. But Nick Crawford pushing the 7 far enough ahead.
May not see a one-lap one, but it's going to be wide on the front
lap number 1, but Lucky Ducks is in line on the outside.
This inside lane is going nowhere.
Wow, there you disappeared for like the entire turn 3 and 4.
Back in 12th place. Drivers are really getting on top of one another. They finally get things sorted out in 2x2. Driver on the move, no surprise. It's going to be Drew Jua, the most aggressive driver on the track at all times. He's the one making big moves now.
Exiting 2 on lap 2.
Right now, I was a little surprised with, I guess, that restart. Drivers kind of got a little more spread out than I was thinking. I was anticipating a little more 2x2, but some of them were able to go 3 wide down that back straightaway and make some moves. I mean, we saw the 74 drive to the lead in front of Larry Yingling, and it looked like the 12 got down on the apron the lap before that, too, and that was a little scary moment. But right now, that 9 machine, he was poking his nose up there, and middle of turns 3 and 4.
You alright, Wade?
Gonna be further in the back. Christopher Wade, Cedric Connor, multiple drivers.
Someone got in the wall.
No, the yellow will be thrown.
Someone got in the wall, dang.
Strikes. And the
Coming
back
out of
racing for last, and these drivers are throwing
Blue car?
Wow, lap 3.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's
lap 3 of 100 lap race.
I think it's Ford's.
Hey, Steve, can I get black flag here for going down to
Especially with
to
this new
dodge
damage
that?
level, we're going to see what kind of damage these guys are going to be sustaining, but it starts right back here.
Oh, good.
Turn 4, I believe.
How you doing, Stitz? You on the lead lap?
Two down.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, hey, you'll be the lucky dog here.
I wasn't on
Get
track
one.
when the caution came out.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I hadn't even, I was like just loading in.
Again, they're racing back for last. You need to be making some big moves. We're going to see from Christopher Wade's point of view.
North, I really didn't appreciate that comment you made.
Or was it just simply breaking loose?
I think a car
Okay,
gets
buddy, I'm
only
gonna jump
one
you.
first. Yes, see right outside the screen there.
The COD Monster 28th and 13th and lap 1 needs to be studied, okay? You can just get on my level.
He gets scared and he turned to the left, it looked like.
Yeah, I just about got wrecked in turn 4 on the first lap there.
This is qualified in general.
There's nowhere to go, and once again,
Hey, you're not in
it's
charge
Hula
here.
Monkeys of Matthew Rodriguez and Mike Teller.
I'll just blame him on social media.
pushing too aggressive, or
Those two,
Yeah,
they just
yep.
cannot get away
Yeah,
from
basically the
it.
outside line cleared us, and the third place guy, or the guy that started fourth, came down
You're
and
not expecting drivers to get into
led
the
the
wall,
inside line in front of
especially
Yingling
here
going
very
into
early
3, and then the guy behind me just shoved me into Yingling,
Justin Forbes did not feel comfortable
and I got a little sideways.
That's going to bring out our first
All was
yellow.
good.
Now it makes things
Pushing
a
the pusher.
little bit more intense.
Get you in trouble.
From here on out. The big moves are going to be
I
even
think
more
people would learn
massively,
by now. I think
amping up.
they just don't care, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a quick lesson learned. Everybody backed off. And, all right,
We
we
honestly
got to
could
take
be
the
seeing another
lead.
caution here because I don't know if this yellow's going to come.
But yeah, I almost saw my night end before the first lap was done.
These drivers are able to calm down
Well, that's been our
and get
MO
some
this year.
laps in here because you want
Yes.
to start getting into your strategy mindset, but you don't know.
I mean,
Daytona,
Wade got caught
so
up
many
in
cars on
something.
top of one another, and
Somebody
Yeah,
else
come
got at
on.
the wall.
I don't know how that will work out with an early.
How much
caution.
damage you get,
Sometimes don't
Wade?
Get those nerves out yet.
The hood's
I know
raised
some
up a little
people
bit on the
are
left
gonna come in
side,
and
so
top off, but I
about
guess
3.
no one's really on that strategy yet.
Well, that's good. You
yeah,
could at least still
20
pace
laps
around,
is gonna be
not
the
have to
stage,
come
so
in
there's no
immediately.
reason for you to come into pit road. They're going to be good on fuel. So these drivers know they are good until this stage. I think at the stage where we expect everyone to make that stop. And here comes a couple of drivers into pit road.
I would have gone in to top off on fuel, but I didn't want to be the last one like coming out either.
Got 2 minutes from
Yeah,
it.
definitely get those
2
repaired.
minutes?
I
Alright.
was thinking maybe
I'll let you know where the pace car's at.
gallons of gas maybe later on, and they can
Hopefully you
maybe
get most
gain
or
a
all of
couple
it fixed
positions
there.
back on that pit stop at lap 20. It's just one of those things when you're starting out back, you got to
Just send you guys down here and fix this thing.
If you're not leading a race, you got to figure out how to get to that front.
And it looks like it might be a full team orders to drop out except for one, as majority of Sky Motorsports and Hula Monkeys going to drop the back to get service done. Here's your weather entering tonight's race. First 5 laps, and it is a great, beautiful day out at Daytona. 79
There was a
degrees
bunch of guys
Fahrenheit
that went in
sim,
there.
With the
Well,
track
yeah.
being at 82
Yeah, the guy in
Fahrenheit,
P8
a bit of a gust of
went in.
wind.
I don't know if he had
Flying
damage or
into the
just
double digits.
different
But
pit
I
stop.
had, well, but I mean, what other strat is there? We're stopping on lap 20.
These drivers are dealing
I assume
with the engine.
even if you take 2 tires, you're not going to be waiting on fuel
But with the night
No.
track,
because we're
Yeah,
not
you definitely-
we're not going to run
just
enough.
gonna
So
cool off
I don't.
get a little bit nicer. We'll see
Yeah,
the lights
I don't
really
get it.
kick on halfway through
Where's
this
the
race.
pace car?
Entering 3.
We're in entering 3, yeah, plenty of time still. How much time you got left?
Man, 50
Like you
seconds.
said, though, with
Oh,
the
maybe not that
majority
much time.
pushing,
Well, you
Yeah,
just
not
need to
that
ride
much.
around until the
yeah,
stage,
it's a track
and then you can get it
Yeah.
fixed in.
maybe throughout the night.
All right, we're middle of
A
3 and
little
4
bit.
right now
Maybe
because you're near the
these guys
back
will
of
be able
pit
to push
road,
a little
right?
bit longer before they
Yeah,
get
I'm
to
at the
that
back.
danger zone,
Okay.
but something they definitely want
I need to leave now.
Okay. Nope, not yet.
Nice
You
and cool because
should still be
you do
good.
not
We're
wanna blow an engine here.
just getting ready to come out of 4. I get ready to leave pretty soon here.
You
haven't already.
That's when the base car lights click.
I'm about to
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
now.
yeah. Go ahead and leave now.
Douglas Newbegin, Edward Shore Jr., your front.
All right, how much time do you have left?
Johnson, Nick Crawford,
About 30 or 40 seconds, somewhere around
Okay,
there.
cool.
Yeah,
All right,
you'll get
yeah.
that at the stage.
On biggest mover right
If I don't
now,
get any more.
Cody Reed.
Yeah, that's Yeah.
Positions from where he started, and also other big movers.
All right, that worked out pretty good. So you actually could have waited a little longer. Now we know.
And Ryan Ferraro, both up 11 spots, but
Yeah, it was good. I think it was like 6 seconds or so down. It was getting a little iffy.
moved
Yeah.
by the 25 machine.
He's definitely an aggressive restrictor plate racer. I remember last year at Atlanta, he was one of those drivers that seemed to every lap want to go down below the apron on the front straightaway and try and make a move and make drivers.
That would be cool. A cool addition. Like you know how now their spotter counts you down
Yeah.
to your stand. Like they could do the math of when you need to leave to
Oh, yeah.
to beat the pace car out. So like they could
Yeah.
like count down.
As the
And
Yeah,
then-
you're right.
yeah.
That would be a good feature.
off again, ladies and gentlemen. Want to say thank you for joining with us here tonight on.
I know ChatGPT can tell you pretty much everything you need to know. They should be able to figure out how to do that in iRacing.
On Wheels 250. We will have more racing action the next couple of weeks as we will be seeing these drivers try to tackle racing at Daytona Road Course. Excited to see that racing.
If the
coverage,
C's part
but
the
we will
correct
not
way, I
be
may
next
end up
week.
trying to gain some spots
Actually
here.
taking a week off because of it being the 3rd of July, what will allow people that are
I just
gonna be on
dove to the bottom
vacation
for safety
to
last
take a
time, and then
vacation,
the top
and
ended
we'll
up
be
going.
back on July 10th.
Okay.
Daytona Road Course action. I think the field's ready for road course racing because that will be a doubleheader night. They will actually be running 2 Daytona Road Course races, a 20-lap run, and they'll invert the whole entire field and we'll have a 10-lap sprint, so you could win for some bonus points. So in 2 weeks on the 10th, don't want to miss it. Will be our next race for the WSSR Cup Series. Field stack 2x2, exiting out of 4. It's time for us to go back to Green Flag Racing. It's going to be the teammates of Lucky Ducks, Douglas Newbigging, Edward Sherwood Jr., your front row as they enter the restart zone. We are back to Green Flag action for the Meals on Wheels 250. They get in line on the outside, and it's go time, Justin, into turn number 1.
Well, it's go time. The number 7 machine, he's going on that outside line. Has a great restart, but look at that. Crawford fighting back on the inside, but will he have the help down straightaway? Don't see anyone right behind him yet. He's on board here. You're going to hear him coming out of the corner, starting to grab those gears and just down his back. Still out there. Trying to hope to have someone push him. As you can see the car when
I'm so glad it was you behind me, Brian.
Just latching onto that rear bumper.
2 massive bumps being made, both by Edward.
Got one going through the grass.
Being made by Trenton Jump, but trouble for drivers further on back.
Sorry, Ryan, they kind of sent me into you there.
Also, Ryan Ferraro having troubles for themselves on the exit of turn 2. Other drivers.
Yeah, I got a 4X, but I don't know who it's
with
from.
the issues that popped up.
Like if it's they got damage after, or if I did, you know.
Those guys, I mean, they got to get going because you don't want to risk losing a lap here. They're not going to be in the draft, so there's still enough laps left. Let's look at this. We got one through the infield already.
That's the replay. That's the replay of the incident that just happened, and drivers were giving bad bumps on the straightaways. Ryan Ferraro, Josh Canada getting the worst of it as they continue on. We now go back.
And now I don't have anybody behind me, so I can't like pull up to him.
Trying to get
So I
together.
think we're good.
And now going to be seeing the drivers going back to the lead pack because it's Nick Crawford and also going to be Brian P. Johnson working together on the inside as they muscle their way through the inside groove and let's see, multiple lanes, different grooves. They can make both lanes work for themselves. That's the 74 going to be leading a lap for himself.
This track is racy. These drivers are racy tonight. These cars are racy. I mean, they're putting it on. Look at this in the middle of the pack.
Sorry, Danny.
It's their trouble.
And it's going to be Christopher Norris and many of us.
Wow, another caution. You guys all right?
Still rigging. They're still rigging.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody looked at the lap counter, but we do have to run 100.
I'm like half wrecked, half okay, I think.
They just couldn't
Oh,
go
man.
up, and that is going to be over. 15 drivers caught up in that mess.
I love the race close.
Bumper on the 38 machine right there. Now, it's just
Suffer in the
it's
back
not
there.
me. I mean,
Aaron,
we're going to see the replay here
fucking
shortly.
marker breaker.
Why? Sam, why? You just have to ask yourself why.
This doesn't look like Martinsville to me.
6 drivers are going to get required damage.
Hey, Ollie, whenever you get a second, can you take a look at my
Oh
notes?
no, was that a netcode incident? They were trying to go through.
I was just following Ryan, and then everybody like just stopped.
Why are you
Like,
racing so
I think
fucking
they
hard
did
on
more
that
damage in
time?
the second pack of people trying to slow down to not get involved in other
20
drivers.
lap
just-
stage.
I saw you backwards, Medlin, so I imagine that's not a good thing.
Wow, I mean,
Yeah, but it's still
That was another purple car.
stupidity that we
Oh,
did
you're
all.
I
good?
think it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm up here.
There's gotta be a point of
P6. Yeah.
realization where
I think that was Shane Wyatt. It was right behind me. He and I both have black and purple cars. So
Okay.
and we don't wreck the whole field on lap.
Yeah, we're up in the red spooler.
They're trying to
yeah, mine's exactly. Yeah, that's the
Melon's already in the
difference.
playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. I've already got my play. Yeah.
Others don't
Are we really surprised, though?
and they're just running.
That's the closest I'll probably actually
Well,
get
I'm
to the
not saying it was a
playoffs.
good excuse of why people are
And
doing
again,
it. I'm just saying that's exactly why they're
drivers
doing it.
involved in this incident and are only just a lap.
In the regular season, I'll run the playoff tape just so that I have to take it off at the start of play.
Finishing second in the whole race. You get
And
more
the
of
way
a
these
finish in the
the
fucking
damage
race.
model is
Dave.
on these cars now, it's these drivers probably have a lot more damage than what they would have gotten in the past. And there's just going to be a lot of guys
Gotta
out
give it a
there
little bit of
racing
that
around the
hawk
field.
tour.
Yeah, I just saw Wyatt disconnected, so he must have been the one car up.
I am hoping.
And that he restarted right behind me. So
Another look at it.
and,
Again,
I don't know what happened there.
Norris net codes into Tom Bourne as the blimp.
But yeah, it's unfortunate it got taken out so early on lap 10.
And from there on out, everyone starts scattering in.
Yeah, we wind it right here. Looks like we get another view from that blimp mode like you were talking about. Just maybe even like the 38 came up a little bit in there. It's just maybe right in that moment.
I got 51 seconds.
How's my
It looks
car
like
look? 'Cause
seems
Drew
just
Is there any damage at all?
Given a bump. Tom Bourne and
All right, yeah, you should be able to get that done. We're just now entering one here.
Separate incidences that force drivers together And the big one strikes
It
the
was
middle of the field.
Wade, you all
It was
fixed
clear as
up?
far as I can tell.
Yeah,
I'm only a
About
little bit
me.
concerned
I
about
think it's
the
actually
front
20
nose.
seconds.
I hit hard enough to get
30.
correct,
Okay.
but I
It's
don't
the
feel like I hit
Okay,
that hard.
8 seconds left.
piling in. That is the NASCAR
Stitch, you get a lap
track that
back?
is now
Car numbers on
decided
whoever needs
to
black.
call it a
please.
night
No.
for those that were involved.
I
The
got
27 of
extra
Shane
on
Wyatt.
that. No
Ben
damage,
Keating
just
also
nice.
going to be involved in ending his night. Still gained damage.
It looks
repair
like
on his private can.
Mine
Bourne was
And
leading that third
Ford
lane
to
up
the
top.
field, getting damage
He
repairs
kind of
for
goes a little
himself.
low,
Yeah.
and Norris goes high at the same time, and that's what happened.
If I can have any damage.
They are getting damage repair done.
Middle
That
of back.
is 18 drivers
one needs
that
it.
at least
Only got
came
9
in
seconds
to
left,
get
so I'll be
damage
clear.
Oh,
repair
cool.
done.
Yep, you'll be
There
good.
could have been even more slightly involved that just decided we're just going to stay out.
I tell you what, Sam, that first incident right after the green flag, when those drivers are going through the back stretch grass there, they're probably
Says I got damage on the rear.
to be involved in this accident. They didn't really get any
And
damage.
right
They
here,
got
right.
guys
grass
look
and
good.
got their cars
Yeah, I'm
going. But they were able to avoid that accident, so it was maybe a blessing in disguise for them, which seems to happen so often at tracks like this.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that that type of a wreck, we are going to have some fun in the boxing ring for some of these drivers in their Discord Octagon area where drivers can dispute their feelings of this race.
I'm probably going to need a
Tonight's
black flag
action,
under
we're
yellow.
only 11 laps in. We have officially now gotten halfway through the stage. 2 cautions in the books. And just bad bumps, bad contacts, big moves costed over half the field to have some type of damage already so far here tonight. And with how aerodynamically important these vehicles are, it might have already cost so many drivers a chance to win your time.
Well, the luck is not getting any better.
It is not for Storm Motorsports.
No.
We should be behind the 0-1.
5, 6, and 8. Medlin is getting ready for this
14,
start.
22,
And for Andrew
9.
Medlin, just saw a lot of his
we need to
teammates
be
get
behind
involved
the
in that
0-1.
wreck. The 12 machine here tonight.
Hey, Stitz, how's my rear end look
keep his
here?
nose out of trouble and get a good finish. Right now, he'll be starting on the outside.
Yeah, it says I got damage on the rear and the right side.
Well, and he'll have 8 laps to try and get to the lead to get those valuable stage
All right,
points,
what
which
about right?
we're going to really start talking about it now with so many accidents. And if this race is going to be as chaotic as we're seeing that it is so far, it's really important to try and get those stage points right now because you don't know if you're going to get to the end of the race. The way these guys are wrecking consistently and how aggressive the field has been in these opening 12 laps.
No, take all that sheet metal off and look at it. Look at that.
They dented the can.
Had to force it 3 wide because drivers were going 3 wide. It gave an opportunity of the big
Wind's
one.
going to be half off.
And with how important stage points can be to be
Yeah,
in the playoffs,
Wade, your right side's scraped, but
every
other than
point
that, you don't look that bad.
Again, only the top 10 drivers get
Yeah, I
stage
was
points.
kind of ping-ponged off everyone except my left side. It probably has damage too.
Third gets 8, continues to dwindle down until you get.
I could see where my hood was pushed up on the left front. It's back down again since I got everything fixed up.
Stage, which is at the end of lap.
We'll see how it does. I was running up the speed by myself, but they pulled me in draft, so I don't know. I was dead last. They took off and left me.
Hey Norris, what scheme am I running on your screen? Is it the Stinto or the limitless one?
It is all about go, go, go. Get up front, get inside of the top.
I see the
20,
50
top 10.
Stinto.
Get those bonus points for yourself. But up front, we'll see how the 74, 28 are going to be working with one another as it's Lucky Ducks waiting high. Nick Crawford, we're green once again. And Crawford looks to be staying low. It's going to be now moving high. Doesn't want Douglas Newbegin to have any friends as the 7 has no one to work with. It's still seeing some incredible passes and moves. Cody Reed, our biggest.
Do you want up here, Wade, or are you going to stay down there?
I might stay down here for a moment.
Okay.
Best to move forward on the outside, and he is flying.
There's a car up top that's slow right now.
He's got the car figured out tonight. I mean, he's making every move on these restarts. He's been getting the restarts. As we have a lap car there to the inside. Luckily, the line won't be a problem. It looks like that was Drew do it, but wow, look how this field really got spread out on these restarts. It seems like each time tonight they get really spread out, and then they kind of get back together and they get those big runs, and that's when we've seen the incidents happen.
And you got to put in the focus on the fact that a lot of drivers caught up in that wreck. Some drivers might be underpowered. A majority of the drivers that were caught up in that wreck had over a minute or repairs. That's some huge damage you're dealing with, and big moves as well, as the first group of drivers are in line, and oh no, huge wreck, bad bump, we stay trying to drive by, and oh my goodness, once again, bad bump.
It's green though still.
It's going to be Joshua Kanata. Behind him, also going to be here and plenty of others with just a huge calamity.
Nobody spun out.
We stay green and still 6 laps to go in the
There was a ton of cars sideways.
Rex car. We're going to see her tonight because, Justin, this is insane what these bad bumps drivers are giving.
The 16 just out there.
I'll just spin out Ollie so brings up the caution.
Top tier talent, boys. Lap 14 of a 100-lap race.
Like, not even the race control can throw that?
Wrong place, wrong time for the second time. Gets forced
No, we do not throw yellows.
You got to feel for him. It just being in the wrong spot. These drivers are just making such aggressive moves. I mean, it seems like they're racing like there's 2 laps to go, and they have to understand there's still over 80 laps to go in this race of racing. You got to get to the end to be able to survive. I mean, look how this field is thinned out. You got about 7 drivers right now in the front pack, and then there's multiple small packs throughout the rest of the field.
And drivers that were
There's zero reason to actually be pushing here.
and going to be the main drivers of damage up front.
What is going on, guys?
Top 7 are in this lead pack and just trying to pull away.
I made it up to 11.
Ryan Johnson has lost the draft.
I'm still stuck back at 22nd.
Douglas Newbegin and Edward Sherwood Jr. The rest of the field from 11
Wrecking again?
back.
Go by me.
This is unbelievable.
Seconds back from the leader, and they are still just trying to get up to speed. This race went from so much promise.
But y'all catch me, I'm holding the wall.
Challenging for a win. So we might be down to just 10 drivable drivers at the end of this stage.
It's actually kind of chaotic. You wouldn't expect it this early in a race. I feel like sometimes these Daytona races open and they're so calm and quiet, and tonight we just got the opposite. I mean, the viewers, they got a taste of action. I'm expecting this race is going to calm down a little bit. I mean, we do have the caution coming out in 4 laps, so these drivers can get bunched back up. But like you said, just so many drivers have damaged, and these cars have slowed down so much that there's not that many drivers that have good, clean cars left.
Top 7 drivers are racing to see who's going to get the stage win. Then we've got a group B3. That's going to be B9 in 10th place. So Douglas Newbegin, Edward Sherwood Jr., and Brian B. Johnson. They're trying to stay ahead of 12th place, where Vincent Sora, Tom Senjak, also 11th place, and Christopher
Like I'm
Wade.
pushing north, but I'm trying to be very gentle.
Wade was just kind of a wreck. He has a chance if he can get up to speed. They could catch up to 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Hey, Larry, you can hear me. I'm just going to follow you wherever you go. This 12 car, by the way.
Going a little bit aside to the outside of Zach Cole.
10-4.
What a shocker of a start here this evening, as we are seeing these laps tick away. Now 3 laps to go left in the stage. And it's all Nick Crawford leading the charge with Trenton Jump, old rivals back in the...
I mean, unless I got a chance to win it on the last lap. But until then, I'm sticking with him. He's my only ally up here.
Cody Reed, they used to be involved with the ISRC battles, but Zach Hall willing to duck and dive and get behind his teammate from Snowy Desert Racing. You got teammates now in line on the inside.
What a move for Zach from the outside to the inside. I mean, that was like a true elevator drop. What a move.
Hey, attention, I know you have to merge back on the track with the car coming.
As a viewer, what you want to focus on is the pushing. They're right on these
What's a
bumpers,
relative
and
screen?
it gets these cars a little sideways, and they're being so aggressive on it. You see right there the 32 right underneath the 74, and they're able to make it work, but so far not everyone in this field has been able to make
Sounds
it
like
work.
there's a lot of carnage, man.
Incidents.
It's nuts. Like, there's so many different groups of people racing right now.
Yeah, we got 7 up here in the front. That's it. And there's the next car behind me is 5.5 seconds back.
Who will be our stage winner? Ollie Fonseca.
And the third little group's another 5 seconds from that group.
Wow.
Which I'm leading it.
And I'm leading the group behind that. If there wasn't a stage coming up in like 2 laps, it would be crazy.
And Andrew Menlin on the outside groove trying to hold steady. They're starting to close up on a little bit of lap traffic ahead of them. See if this group can survive as they're on the last lap of
I
the
feel
stage.
pretty safe in this group.
Close in on the likes of Matthew.
I took
They
tires.
almost had some
Yeah, I took
stage
tires after that
points.
wreck. I am not taking tires. I'm coming down, getting fuel, and heading out.
Rest the field trying to utilize some. Trying to use the
I may
track
get
to
some
go one.
track position that way.
And here comes the
I was
big
thinking
move
about
for the
taking tires. What are you planning on doing,
Zach
Evan?
Cole bounces the outside.
I'm taking 4.
Trying to jump. They're willing to wreck.
Yeah.
Jump.
I would have if I didn't get in that wreck, but like I want to keep another set.
3x3, battling for the lead, battling for fourth. Who would have thought that they would continue to fight like this? 7 drivers in the lead pack, and they're still giving us great racing action. Cody Reed,
well, I got.
driver on the move. Oh, nice.
I may have a little bit of damage too. I think I got a 0 extra in that wreck, so that may change some
like
things.
it's the last lap. They come across the line. Cody Reed leads that lap, but they're waiting for the yellow flag, which is when 10th place crosses the line. Finally does. And
sorry about that. Nick's coming up for there.
But Cody gave us a shot.
Yeah, Ollie just about wrecked me. Me and Nick here. We're all by ourselves, top 7, and just about wadded up. It's unbelievable.
46 right now has got to be thanking Larry.
Just some aggressive boys.
Are you really salty about that?
I got past one spot on that.
No, I'm
first
just
stage.
salty. I think I got it, but I don't know. It was close.
Luckily, these guys.
I think I raced.
Well, I got a couple stage points. That might be the best I do in this league.
I mean, it's playoff points, brother. Like, I know you would do the same thing. Like,
Feels like an honorable mention.
Like, your whole team races everybody else every week. Like, really? You're gonna be mad about one point? Really?
Trend jump could be
wow.
Win at the end for
I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad overall about how everyone's driving like idiots right now.
Third at the stage, Larry Yingling.
Amen to that.
Nick Crawford.
Yeah, there's a lot of taking, not a whole lot of giving.
You have bad takes every single week, dude. Every single week.
Yeah, so I'm doing, no matter what, I'm doing 4 tires and topping off here.
Where is the pace car?
Pace car is in the middle of the backstretch here.
Okay.
15 drivers
like I'm still flat-footing it, and people are passing it. It's like, all right.
Wow.
Your top 5 in that Armadillos team of going to be the 46 Trenton Jump, Zach Hall, Snowy Desert Racing, Cod Monsters Motorsports.
No, he doesn't.
Cody Reed third, Larry Yingling and Yin Yang, and then also Snowy Desert Racing driver.
All right. Take a breath.
Justin, that was some fun.
That was a lot of carnage in the first stage.
And I'm surprised that they were willing to go that crazy for some stage bonus points, but I know for some drivers, the team has
gotten good when everyone was spaced out.
Yeah.
That's why they were racing so aggressively there late.
It's just wild to me that crash on turn 1 and 2 was not a caution. There were 4 or 5 cars that were completely sideways.
I wasn't expecting it to be that chaotic, but I am expecting right now for these drivers to come in.
Yeah, but they weren't going slow enough.
Definitely get
Got
some
a yellow.
fuel.
Someone would have just held the brakes.
Like you mentioned, so many cars with injured cars. There's so many drivers with injured cars
got
out
hit
there.
from behind.
We really saw some guys that were allowed
one car staying out.
45 miles an hour slower than some of these leaders. So
What is it with Storm people taking out Storm people, man?
The damage is going to be pretty
I understand that, but like, then we throw a caution and everybody gets mad at it. It's like, iRacing is literally the only way to be non-biased.
This evening as Trenton Jump.
I got 11 of optional.
There is one driver. I know his thoughts on. That's Cody Reed. We'll see if we can queue up that 25 once they are done with their pit stops. Field is taking off. Some deciding to go with fuel only. That's going to be the Ying driver, Larry Yingling, but racing off is Trenton Jump with a great run, and Tyler Dangler also fuel only pit stop.
Oh, screw off.
He'll move up to 2nd place. Cody Reed will fall all the way down to 6th position. Well, let's see if we can queue up that 25 because he got
You need to get the rest of your damage fixed.
Yeah.
Cody, it is Sam.
Oh yeah. That's why you didn't take tires. I forgot about that.
Well, I was gonna. It was like either get the track position or keep the track position and get the damage fixed.
I am pretty sure I won the stage though. It got me first
I would have been.
The line, so
it looks like Larry took 2
at the line I was first,
or none,
so I think I'm the stage
probably
winner.
2. And then Tyler as well.
Everybody
Everybody else took 4. Shane didn't.
But man, you were flying there, going through the field. You're the one driver willing to make the big moves.
I think it'll be fine.
Where is this confidence coming from to find yourself fighting up front and willing to be?
Yeah, I would have come out
just on lap 20.
top 10 probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm having fun out here.
Once we once we pass the stripe here and get our new positions, I'm curious to know where everybody's at.
They're causing these big wrecks, but we had some preseason races and stuff. We raced here.
Look, I'm 15.
I was kind of doing it the same way.
I think I see you behind me here.
But I never caught
you
wrecks.
can't.
Still haven't caught
I'm
any wrecks today. But this is how I love driving these next gens at super speedways, like super aggressively.
I'll just be in fuel saving mode.
I don't know, I just feel really good about this race.
One, two, three.
Fun racing. I was having a blast.
There's 3 that are a lap
probably
down,
the most
so
fun super speed
yeah, it's gonna be hard to get your lucky dog back.
I'm just.
All right, some guys just came in and topped off. Yeah.
Cody, well, you're doing a great job putting a show on. The car looks great out there. We're expecting to see you up front here. It seems like you have one of the cars to definitely beat. You have the talent behind the wheel, clearly.
Yeah, there are some people.
Strategy-wise, just make sure you keep track position.
Which the people were complaining about 3 wide earlier because it was a wreck, but it's like, honestly, this league should be able to handle 3 wide early. No problem at all.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of talent.
I'll be taking tires after some longer run. Unless we go green for a really long time.
iRacing is drawing enough cars. It looks like we're all at the back end.
Yeah, we'll just see how the cautions fall. I'm not too concerned about track position. I mean, I went from 28th to 13th in one lap.
On half the field home on the trailer before the stage.
I think if you're aggressive and confident enough,
the one thing I wasn't thinking about was I was only going to take 2 on green.
How fast you
now I'll have older
lifts,
but
so I'm not too concerned about that. I think
I just queued up right sides only, assuming a green flag stop. But the way we've gotten so far, I don't know if that's going to be happening.
Well, Cody, it's been a blast to watch you run out there here tonight. Good luck. Keep you updated. Congratulations on the run that you had there for the first 20 laps.
Yeah, now that we can ride without a stage, I'm fine to not go 3. But you put a stage at lap 20, and you got people that just qualified bad. They're going to
flavor
push.
of crime that you're driving right now, but I never really had a liking for that specific flavor.
For the 67 and fuel, rest of the field would go with 4 tires and fuel. Tyler Dangler, who did go with the off-road
but the energy one is not nearly as
trying to gain as many positions and lead a lap. Didn't work out for the 19.
I like the meta move one. You know what, like white and black one.
He'll be starting all back in 24th. Up front,
that's the worst one. It tastes like a melted orange Tootsie Pop. Can't take my mind.
Pace car pulls off. And your Meals on Wheels 250, excuse me, is underway. What a wild first 20 laps. How much crazier can it get? As now we race to see who's going to be winning here tonight for race number 6. Yingling's got the jump. Jump drops the second. And here we go, Justin, into turn number 1.
They're getting single file down on that inside
the top line just completely disappeared.
It did, yeah.
Drivers are going to fan out again on the back straightaway. So 46 going to make a move come out of this corner. It looks like he was ducking around, but not going to stay right there. No one's pulling out of line yet.
What is this outside lane check
on this race? I don't see any 3 wide yet back there, Sam.
Not yet, but there are a few drivers make some bold moves all the way back in the round 24th position, willing to slot their way into
the hell.
Maybe gain a position here or there.
It's like I got bumped in the middle of the corner, but I didn't get a 0x or anything.
To the inside, but
that was nuts.
That outside row is starting to find some more movement.
I always get a like a 0x on netcode though.
Making it work so far. Outside row is going to be led by Ollie Fonseca. He's got Matt Muir right behind him in that 72 machine, trying to find some momentum. Excuse me, that's actually going to be the 71 of Edward Schreiber Jr., then Matt Muir. And they're trying to make this outside row work, and they're slowly building up momentum. They're finding the speed, and they'll be trying to battle for the lead off of turn 4.
You can see that.
Right now, I'm able to get the lap 67 on fuel. See what it looks like in a while.
It just kind of makes that car twitch a little bit if you got an eye focus on that. You really understand.
I don't like always checking up.
How hard it is to keep those cars straight on the back.
We're sliding out to the wall.
You'd think it would be easy, just hold the wheel straight, but it is very challenging.
What are people doing?
But the 71 did a great job because it pushed him right to the outside of Larry Yingling, and he's actually going to be now the new leader of this race.
Ollie Fonseca was battling for the lead there at the end of the stage, but if every
and outside lane just flying by me.
We're starting to see some drivers back in the mix. Surprisingly, outside road's got a lot of drivers that have been caught up in earlier wrecks that are now back in the fight. We also going to be seeing the 16 of Joshua Kanata. He cracks into the top 10. Also Ken Campbell, who was caught up in a wreck earlier, and Cedric Hunter. Everyone's making their point to prove, hey, I was caught up in the wreck, but I'm not out of this race just yet.
So I'm going to get killed. I'm all over the guy in front of me. I'm getting bumped.
Position. It's Larry Yingling, Ollie Fonseca. And
yeah, you just got to back it up at that point, and then people are like, why aren't you drafting?
As the front pack is all still in line, 28 drivers on the lead lap, and all still connected as one.
they're still in line, and now you're starting to see a little bit more traditional Daytona where I feel like the cars are 2x2, but they're closer to one another, so you're not getting those massive runs. I feel like in the beginning
Got
of
a
the race,
lapper coming up.
drivers, they were really connected as closely, and then you were getting someone
Lap
to get
car
a
up high,
run, and
heads up
that's when we were seeing some incidents with the closing rates. But right now they're coming up on a lap car on the outside. That's the 77.
I'm going to be mid here with you.
Definitely off the
Yep.
pace.
Simple.
We're clear. I'm moving up a little bit.
Yeah, Drew,
All right, thank
50
you.
miles per hour slower than what the pack is running right now. It's kind of a hazard at the moment. I think if you're Drew, the safest place to be would probably run the apron if you're that slow. But
Is there any
he stays
minimum
on
speed
track,
rule?
And with him staying to the outside, it kind of does shuffle drivers.
Yeah, that closing rate was way too
To
scary.
the inside, outside, try to shuffle their way all around.
We all should have seen Norris season 4, Talladega.
Opening, maybe to drop low. I think that's where the momentum is going to be placed. But riding on board with Trenton Jump. Jump is just lingering behind Yingling and going to give a little bit of a tap here in these bumps. You talked about it, Justin, on how they can really get that front driver squirrely. And it's all about where you bump the driver, also how hard you hit them, and multiple different factors on how this lead driver could react if you give him a bump.
Yeah, the bump definitely gets the speed going, and some drivers try to maybe drag the brake and try and stay right on top of that bumper, but never actually hit it, as maybe like the 71 is trying to do right now, just stay connected. But sometimes you get that big bump. That's what makes these drivers really get a little squirrely going down the straightaways. And the worst thing is if you're in the trial zone and try and get on that bumper, and that's when you really have an issue where drivers might get really loose. But it's all about that bumping. The better you can do it, the push, you're going to get out there and clear drivers. He's right on board here right now. Matt Mirror, the number 72, he's right there behind the 71 who's pushing Ollie Fonseca, and he's not right up on the 71. He's letting the 71 do his job. That's the other thing, Sam. 3 guys pushing, that's when it can be really a problem.
Yeah, I think for the longest time, the rule 1 of super speedway racing was never push the pusher. It's always between the front 2 drivers. You get as close as you can, but do not touch the second car in line. But with this next gen and the way that it's kind of evolved, it's turned into a sometimes.
So is this like battle of the back markers back here? What's going on?
The lead 3 drivers are the most crucial now, not just the lead 2. As on top of you need to make sure your car's.
I think we're all damaged pretty heavily.
It's a lot of factors, but if you can give clean bumps to one another, you're gonna be the lane that's moving forward. As I think the thing that's making me excited is the fact that we are seeing variety. We're seeing the outside lane be quick, the inside lane be quick. It's not just one lane being the dominant place to be here tonight.
Oh, definitely. That's what sometimes you see a lane get a little bit better. Like you've seen in the past, sometimes that outside lane you can protect, and the inside lane maybe we couldn't ever get the run, and then it seemed like a flip. But tonight you're seeing it. It doesn't matter. We saw guys go wide and make moves, make passes, and especially when there was gaps in between cars, they were able to get the runs down the straightaway and slide down in to the lane. Right now I'm just looking down at that 13. You can see the damage there on the right side of the car, and he's still being able to stay right behind the 32 as that call, and that draft is neutralizing that damage on the side of the car. The draft keeps all the wind from hitting that, and he's not getting slowed down at all.
Well, with everyone being so jammed up with one another and seeing them side by side, let's try something new here tonight. I think we're going to try to see if we can get ourselves with a crank it up here tonight under the lights for the Freaky Fast Broadcasting, giving you the coverage of the WSSR Cup Series.
There's a lapper going into turn 1 right now.
Let's hear those engines.
He was like running the middle of the track, so I don't know where to tell you.
Still there.
He's on the outside line.
I sure hope this inside lane's saving a bunch of fuel because we are going nowhere here. We've just been going backwards.
Well, outside line is preferred here.
Yeah.
In these cars, so I think that's part of it.
You think I should jump up there if I got a chance?
I mean, you're not going to go backwards, and I mean, we've got a long way before fuel, so.
Yeah, okay.
It might be slow going, but I think you'll eventually gain some spots.
Right, I'm back here in P18 now. I restarted in what, 6th or 7th? Just going backwards.
Yeah, I was like 20th, and I'm up to 9th.
Yeah.
Just chilling, so it's definitely the outside.
Still there at the bottom.
How much fuel you got left?
15.1 gallons.
Okay, I'm at 3.6. Yeah. So maybe I'm saving a little more.
46.445. Still
half a lap.
Still there.
I'm getting car contact in the middle of the corner from behind.
That's always nice.
Yeah, and I'm like fourth in line.
And
what are we doing?
Back, ladies and gentlemen, after that crank it up with the WSSR Cup Series as they exit out of turn number 4. Their leader right now is the 24 of Ollie Fonseca as he is sending his way across the line, giving us 36 laps so far here tonight. The first 20 laps felt like a headache at moments as most of the field caught up in either one or multiple wrecks. But so far they've settled down, found their rhythm, and this is a crucial point of the race where you try to slot yourself in a position to set up for maybe what potentially could be the final pit stop of the night if we stay green. I want to say thank you for joining with us here on Freaking Fast Broadcasting on your Wednesday night. My name is Sam Dyer. With me up in the booth is Justin Malarkey. And Justin, this race, this first 20 laps again, very rough, but we're back to traditional Daytona racing. I think everyone...
Lapper that's on the bottom right now.
We're finally here.
Yeah, I feel lap car.
Definitely starting to think that too. It seems a little more traditional 2x2s, but we say that we just
Still on the bottom, as far as I can see.
Lap cars holding the bottom. Heads up, everybody.
Yep, it's forcing everybody one lane up.
Screen is just going to be a little bit slower. They're going to go into the second and third lanes to get around this lap car, but all these challenging lanes.
Make sure to consistently stay to the bottom.
Don't know where they're going to go with the slower speed that they're driving just because of that injured car.
Another one at the wall now. Going into 3.
For the leaders, they've been dealing with a lot of
WSSR obstacle course.
A lot of cars high, so they've been running and getting used to where they need to hit their marks and seeing Tom Horn stay low, which have the ability to run a lane. That is their choice to make on if they're going to stay high.
Hang on to it.
Good, yeah.
But through the travel going 3 wide, that's not a comfortable.
You said, oh boy, and I gassed up. I was like, maybe I can gain a spot.
But again, when the
then when the caution didn't come out, I was like, oh shit.
Oh man, McCann lap down. He must have got caught up in one of those wrecks.
That's probably the most dangerous way to get around a lap car, but luckily the field got around Tom Horn there.
I think most of the field out there is like, I like when you're below the yellow line on the back straightaway. That's the ideal spot to catch.
You gotta watch that board guy. He's a little rough.
Oh, Cedric's wiggling and ain't nobody near him.
These drivers are all out there trying to get every point they can. As you know,
what the hell that was about?
Top of the race tonight, the top 16, feeling a little bit better than the people that are not in the top 16. So what do? At the end of the year, you go back and say, thankfully I went out there and did all those laps, damaged at Daytona, and got a couple positions at the end of the race, because you never know when that position is going to matter.
Yeah, some of the drivers have already called it a night. Cutting O'Meany's in the 5 machine, Ben Keeney in the 98 machine.
Had another taker on the bottom. So.
27 of all parked it and have left.
Oh no, he came back up.
Down to just a total of 28 drivers.
He did check him up though.
38 at the start of this race. First driver 1 lap down is the 6 of Brad Delp. 1 lap down for himself, but in a concerned spot that he could be going 2 laps down here in the next 20 laps if we stay green. As the field continues to rage on, we also want to say thank you to our sponsors that have been helping out here for the WSSR Cup Series, that being Trophy Smack, as Matt Muir, wanting to be the lead driver on the inside, makes a good move for himself, as he was the 3rd driver on the outside. But I want to say thank you to Trophy Smack. Trophy Smack has been a major sponsor for the WSSR the last couple of seasons. They've been also the trophy provider since season 4. First off, it was championship rings that were
Who's got the ARCA motor in this line?
And Larry Gingle. In the last 2 seasons, the actual custom trophies that Benjamin Nelson took away. But with Benjamin Nelson gone, who will take the season 9 championship trophy? Completely customizable for the drivers out. And if you like a customizable trophy,
the inside really slowed up, man.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I'm stuck down here just going backwards.
I'm about to be to the leader on the inside.
Yeah.
About 6 cars back.
Smack, you can grab 10% off on your purchase. Thank you so much to Trophy Smack as we continue to race on lap 40. Now has been completed on lap 41, 60 laps to go, so plenty of racing. And the bizarre moment, we've finally seen it, Justin. They're moving to that high groove.
Yeah, right under, when you started talking, that 72 player, he went down low to try to lead that lap, and it seemed like that inside line just started slowly dying out. And
outside contact over.
Position out is the inside line stuck on down there on the bottom. So something to start watching.
Now this line's dead, Madeline.
Yeah. Old Cody Reed just came down expecting me to lift. Luckily for him, I did.
Up there in the broadcast booth.
Proving us wrong, and proving us wrong with authority, because it's the 15 that's leading the charge. That's Ken Campbell, who was involved in the big one, got some damage for himself, and the 15, even with the damaged vehicle, got the repairs done. He's being the lead driver.
And who is slowing down the inside lane up there?
That'd be Ken.
Yeah, that's me.
He's the leader. On the inside, that is.
I came down, he gave me half a bump, and then now he's like way off of me.
On the outside,
I guess he's trying to save fuel from being up here.
Going where drivers started going down to the inside.
Ollie,
then it stalled out again.
I was like, that's.
I had to save fuel, man. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be something.
I finally came to the outside lane way back here in P20.
I mean, right now when you're on that outside line, you want to pull down. You see all that track, you're like, oh, I'm in 4th position. I could drive right there.
If you want to save fuel, be the third person in line, not the second. Trash can.
I think also we could count on the fact that what
I've been trying to let people go
when they had to move high to avoid a lap car. They have to do it again with Danny Cochran.
Never again behind.
Yep, made it through, but I'd check up big time.
Still no caution.
I about killed the 67. That's where Checo came right. They just slowed way up in that corner.
We stayed green. Looked like maybe 1 or 2 cars there got together, and there was definitely a front bumper. I think that was the Forbes machine missing that front bumper, but
Oh my God, that's so brown.
Right here, Sam.
And you're going to be seeing Justin Forbes trying to stay low in the Ford machine and just.
Oh, come on. I hope I don't lose the draft here.
With the lap car, bad bumps all around, and it's Matthew Rodriguez once again being a magnet, gets into the 4 of Forbes. Huge contact.
And I'm glad I wasn't in the wreck, but man, I lost the draft, so.
4 drivers and Forbes back to pit road.
Not what he wants to see, especially with no cautioner. I mean, he's not going to be able to really get that damage fixed. He's going to lose a couple laps before he does get damage. But back up front, Trent Jump, Ed Shearer Jr., Douglas Newbig, and they still are working that outside line. But
yeah, I can tell.
He's up to the 4th position on the inside line, trying to make that momentum come back alive on the inside. Will the inside line be able to prove us wrong again?
Trying to do so, and Ken Campbell trying to prove that even if I was wounded, I might be having some scars, might have some scratches.
Goodbye, Pat.
But at least I'm still in the fight, as the 15 will be side by side for second position. Now side by side for the lead, and Ken Campbell.
Dang it, my whole race just changed here.
He's dealt with the last couple
way back here in no man's land.
Finally, it's seen a major positive, as Campbell flirts for the lead side by side, trying to continue with the momentum, but the outside groove, Edward Sherwood Jr. does not want to relinquish that lead position, but there's just too much of a gap. Ollie Fonseca's too strong, and Campbell to the point on the inside. The 15 looking to lead this lap, and it will do so. Ken Campbell finally able to lead, and what a positive moment to take away.
All right, I got my lap led. I can chill now.
With our second wreck of the night, and the true big one so far.
I need to. I've got 10 gallons of fuel. What about you?
He's overcome the season. He had to overcome
10.5. But I'm way back. I'm just entering 1.
Yeah, but
I'm way back here.
All
right, yeah, I need to chill for sure.
There's only 3 of us, so I don't think we're going to catch you guys. We're just slowly leaving. We're getting left behind.
Sorry, Cedric.
Reed is going to hop up there in front of him.
You will when that yellow flag flies.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we'll be okay then.
Chance later on. We know he's been aggressive, and that's actually the 32 right there of Zach Hall. I thought that was Cody Reed. Cody Reed actually went back to 20th position.
Yeah, Cody Reed was involved with that. Justin Forbes kind of lost a bunch of space, and now it's being held by Tom Bourne and Andrew Medlin, staying in 20th and 21st position. Up front, Trent Jump still leads that outside groove. And for Trent Jump, I mean, we usually pick our drivers on who we think our drivers will watch out for before the race, before qualifying during the practice. And Trent Jump was a driver.
And the one that screwed me and put me in this position is the one at the front of my 3-car pack that I have to work with now.
Improvement just as I speak about it. Lucky Ducks. They take the point on the inside.
Good, now I'm third and I can
It's never
save.
fun when you don't have the teammate out there because you just don't know if they're committed.
You guys need to calm down, stop panicking.
There's times I like not having a teammate because you don't have to make the moves just to save them. So you can just go out there and do your race, and then maybe that's what Trent Jump wants to do all night. Just push him to the front. But drivers will find him. If they know he's fast, they're going to find him.
Well, y'all know that lead driver doesn't let him know.
They want to be right there with him because they know he's a fast driver. So hopefully they'll find someone out there to work with him as this night goes on. He's got about 51 laps to figure that out.
I mean, the lucky thing for Trent Jump is that he's raced with, about 3/4 of the field in other leagues, so they know what they can find with 46-inch speed and also consistency. As Brian P. Johnson, Season 1 champ, multiple winner of
Got a lap at the front and the bottom right now.
Trying to find himself into victory lane once again. Brian Johnson, winner of the Daytona race. Now, last season, they were in the Jaguar racing at the Daytona 08 configuration, but Brian won that race. It was the beginning of the season, and then he also won the season opener for season 6. One of the last times that they raced in this next gen car.
Yeah, he's staying low, moving up a little.
A good run, but lap car's going to stay low. Late move to the middle and outside lane.
All right, I'm losing a 10th of lap back here, so not terrible, not good.
The line as they go 3 wide past the lap car, and every time they do, it's a hold your breath moment.
Something to 7, how far out they got. Ken Campbell's going to have a huge run on him, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything because to the outside of him is Trent Jump, and Trent Jump's getting a huge push. They're going to maybe potentially get to the lead here, but next time they get to the straightaway.
Yeah, they checked up right in the corner, and I was like, I'm about to get killed if I split up anymore.
Set the race back there on the outside line, see if that line's going to start prevailing again.
Trying to make big runs all around. One driver though making a shocking pit stop. That's going to be the 56th.
Yeah, it stinks losing the big draft because now I'm full throttle all the way around and still losing time.
Oh, yeah.
Machine of Brian McCann, all entering pit road at the halfway marker of this race.
Oh, hell, we just gained 3/10 that lap. There must have been a big checkup up there.
Some drivers say that they were thinking about pushing their
telling me there's a chance.
Stint from the stage for this race into a one-stop. Felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that might have been coming from passing a labber.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Oh, they're wrecking.
The glitch I talked about, it happened.
Oh my God, the net code.
Absolute.
It's like the car bounced, and then at that same time it let the other car go inside of him, and so then when he came back,
Yellow flag's out.
Oh, yellow. Okay, I didn't see it come out, but wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Trying to figure out
that is exactly what happened.
Implosion.
Looked like the gold machine, that black.
Yeah, that was scary to see out the window.
Wow, yeah, I saw a car way up in the air. I assumed it was net code, which maybe it was.
Well, it was. So he blinked out and he went high, and then that allowed the car behind him to come up. And then when he came back, he was like in his bumper, so it like pushed him up. What do I do tire-wise here?
I'm sorry.
I'm doing right sides and filling up.
And it's a net code.
Okay.
I mean, I need 12 gallons, so it's going to be 2 tanks.
It might be good. 2 tires might be good, but I'm not good for it.
Well, I'll do.
Somebody else blinked on my
I'll do 4. This is the time I'll do 4. So then, if we have another caution or something, I can maybe do 2.
Because of Vincent Soares' car is going to disappear.
I think I'll be coming back down. There's another caution. If we can make it to the end, can we make it to them?
Hit a wall.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Not on fuel. Yeah, we got 50 to get already.
This camera view is not going to show it properly. The other view.
They shouldn't need any more tires.
Really either, but you're going to see the 51.
Yeah, we're halfway, so.
So you're taking 2?
I'm taking 2. Just because I'm so far back, you guys can probably get away with.
I'm taking 2.
Or I just want to try to gain some track position back.
Right on the nose of the 26, but it's not. It's further ahead. And then the invisible hit box of the 51 shoots back, makes contact with Tom Sinchek, and it just pushes him backwards into the rest of the field.
I have never, ever experienced anything like that.
Only took 2, and it was still an 11-second stop.
Blink before in front of me.
Wow, yeah.
I've never seen it where the system thinks that that's just wow. I mean,
and I move over to the 26, and we'll get.
Oh yeah, getting that second tank takes a while. Wow.
Again, the 51 disappears here. And now we're
That's what it was. That second tank. Going to that second tank added like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
There we go. I think we're on him now. And then you see there, that's the invisible.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. After doing that now, didn't think about that. But after doing that, wish I would have just done 4.
You just cannot see coming.
But oh well.
Well, I only did 2. And yeah, we do not have the fuel to make it. Right?
No, we do not.
That network issue. That's the fucking.
But I don't plan to take any more tires, so.
And then it just implodes and causes other drivers to get involved.
My lefts are 98.
And it took out a lot of cars. I mean, right at the
Mine
point too. I mean,
my rights were 99s, my lefts were 97, 96, and that didn't get replaced. So like I can come in and change them next time.
Now they're not in
okay.
that window.
99, 97 on the left side.
And then in here, and I don't think they're going to be able to make it.
Yeah, so unless I get tore up, I'm not taking any more tires. I'm just taking gas.
Yeah, and this also leaves us in a spot where now we've got only about 12 drivers of our original 38 that have not been involved in a wreck. It is shocking to look at the timing of these wrecks, the people that have been involved. And with us
getting a lap back.
Marker, this race
Let's
is
go.
now being shooken up.
I need one more.
Be having to be a late flag stop.
Someone take someone out.
Change up this race. But for us up at the booth, we're going to step away. We're going to take our first.
All I do every race, bud.
We're at the halfway zone. Bizarre wrecks. We've had some big ones. We've had some bad bumps, and now a netcode wreck. As
we ain't done at this race. What are you doing?
On wheels, 250 race here at Daytona.
Trying, I've got a 12X.
But don't worry, we'll be right back as we go side by side with this commercial break.
All right, restarting row 4. Finally, I can see the front again.
I would not have lost any spots if I had taken 4.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Last time I listened to Andrew.
Well, I ran my quality lap, and I was like, all right, he lied to me. This was not the way to go, and then you pop off up there in 3rd, and I was like, all right, maybe I just ran it wrong.
I think he used Phil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did something. He did something different.
Teammates. Yeah.
I don't know how long the fuel run is, but I feel like we're pretty close.
Yeah, I think we're short.
I don't know.
I've got it like 6 laps short.
Yeah, unless we get a bunch of cautions, man. I don't know. I just don't trust we're going to end it on the first opportunities in this league. So no matter where I am, I feel like I need to get extra gas.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think I'm with this. I need to worry about
I don't
saving
think this
right
is
now.
our last caution lap. So.
No.
But then that might push us over the edge.
You want me to let you down, Andrew? I'm just going to ride here.
Pace cars off.
10-4, Larry. Got you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just going to ride as well.
Green flag. Good job, Imps. Good job. Solid. 4.719. Outside. Still outside. Still out there. Still out there.
Oh shit, I can't. I'm pushing the guy on the inside line.
Quarter outside. All right, man, that's leader in front of you.
There's a big gap behind me if you want it. Right, well, it'll close up here because we stopped.
Still out there, man. Still out there. Still outside.
Wait, Brian and Vinny are teammates, I think, and they're leading each lane, so they're probably not going to.
Still outside.
I don't know. Brian may go up in front of Vinny so that at least one of them saving fuel.
Oh, go get him.
Yeah.
I may not want to push him out all the way up here.
Still out there.
Oh, but he came down. All right.
Still outside.
That wasn't him.
Oh, okay. All right.
But now I get to chill with gas, so worked out for me either way.
Hey, Vinny, can I have some of the red cells that you have in the back of your car?
3, 5. And boss man, we up there in the high rent distance. Let's get it on. Outside. Still there.
Yeah. I didn't even know I had them.
Still there outside.
But I don't want them.
Tom, out of curiosity, how much damage you have there?
Got maybe 6 minutes left.
Still outside.
You and me both. I am mind blown that our cars are able to keep up.
Yeah, if we weren't in the draft, I don't think we would be even close.
Still out there. 46.455. Still there on your quarter outside.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WSSR Cup Series as the field trying to recover.
Yeah, I mean, I'm showing short by 5 laps right now, so, I mean, even if you're doing fuel saving, you're not,
big one of the night.
you're not going to save 5 laps worth. Again, yeah, with a caution, yes, but I feel like a caution comes out, I got to get a splash anyway.
Yeah, I'm seeing 1.4 gallons is what I need to take, which you do not want to take tires if you're taking that little.
Exactly. I'm treating my tires as if I'm keeping these bad boys on the rest of the race here, so.
That's your last set.
That's my last set, exactly.
There is a lot of drivers that were caught up in earlier wrecks that are inside of our top 15.
They've had the time under caution.
Pick up so bad in these cars, is it just
and
me?
we talk about it, new damage model definitely.
No, it is in the back. Yeah, when you're at the back of the line, it is a big time checkup.
If you didn't have a ton of damage, you're able to get it fixed.
Yeah.
The draft can neutralize all that damage, and you're able to stay up there in the front, and that's the most important. You got to be there at the end. We keep saying it.
What the hell is going on in front of me?
You got to be there.
Yeah, it's almost like he's like just dragging the brake.
Or win this race, you cannot be out of it.
And there are 5 drivers officially out of this race. If you still getting damage repairs, the 5 that have left the server is going to be Ryan Ferraro, Drew Jua, Dakota Moniz, Ben Keeney, and Shane Wyatt. Also joining them is going to be
Where you at, Wade?
61, who was with
16.
Ferraro.
Okay.
With that, Vincent Sora,
Yeah, I'm kind of chilling, kind of towards the back.
Your car's good to make moves, though?
Yeah, I can keep up with draft.
All right.
Matter of fact, I'm racing Stitch right now, about to rub them.
Hey, can you wreck that 6 car in front of me?
Better than 4.
There's 6 and there's everything. Which one?
Just the 6. We're racing for Lucky Dog.
I was like, just be thorough. Take them both out. Just to be on the safe side.
If you're Matt Muir, how much am I trusting a driver that just accidentally took out his teammate?
He's right, but he's not worried right now, Sam. He's right there pushing him. He wants to push Vincent to the lead. I mean, you gotta, I guess.
I got it down to 1.3 to add.
I don't really know how that works. If it's something that
I'm up to 2.49. Must be because I'm riding up top lane here.
I've got 16.68.
Speed on the outside of the line. That's
yeah, I'm 16.6, so that shouldn't be that. Yeah.
I guess it's worth it if your internet wipes out.
I'm not sure why mine. Oh, do they have anything to do with? I have the auto fuel set up for like 5.5 extra laps.
Probably, but I
I
think I set mine up for 5. I may have set it up for 3.
The commentator curse is there, but there's a couple of drivers out on track that are having better.
I was going by what Race Labs was telling me. So.
And,
yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. Right now, it's telling me 2.5 I need, but
yeah, well, it's telling me Well, it just went back up to 1.4, but JRT's telling me 1.7.
I think I know.
So, and that's for 5 laps. So I think I may have it set to 3 or 4
in this race, but he's doing really good. We won't talk about it.
Anyway, we ain't gonna be on pit road for long.
We'll mention it.
Yeah. Should I get behind you here?
He's having a great run up
there. Do that.
Inside
Coming
the
down.
top 10.
There's a few drivers that are.
That's why. Wait, I got to pit 8 laps.
One driver of note.
Nah.
That's 2 laps down, running in a 26th position, but is driving around drivers just outside of the top 10. That's the 4 of Justin Forbes, who was at one moment caught up in a big wreck that forced the Ford to be underpowered. I'm curious, Justin, on your thoughts. Being a lap car, on driving with the lead lap pack, and being willing to be aggressive, being 2 laps down, not even a left-dug driver. how hard is it just to sit and wait, or do you feel like you have to drive to be aggressive to try to earn that lap back the hard way?
Definitely earn it back the hard way, Bill, but if he could get up there and get that caution, if he could get one lap back the hard way, like you said, and then the way it's working right now, he could actually maybe potentially get both of his laps back, because maybe he would be.
I'm going to go to 3.6 just in case.
Really important.
Yep.
You don't know if it's going to happen that way, but at least getting one lap back gives you a chance, because you assume there's probably going to be maybe 1 or 2 more cautions at the end of this race, you would think. If not, then your race is not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to win the race, obviously, but he needs to get those laps back. That's obviously very important. You can't blame him for wanting to be up there in that pack, but maybe if he's not going to be able to drive to the front, just tag on to the end of the field and try and avoid any accidents.
Speaking about tagging on, you can see that yellow machine, always in yellow in every scheme, every series he runs. In 23rd position, last driver on the lead lap. It's Aaron Smith the second, tagging along with his teammates as well of Douglas Newbegin, Edward Sherwood Jr., drivers that have kept their nose out of trouble most of the night.
They're having like some weird checkups now.
Lingering into the
yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Having those early.
I think the lead might be dragging his brake or something.
Okay.
Lucky Ducks drivers, Lucky Ducks cruises in the back of the pack, and right now this isn't a bad spot to be, I would say, Justin, with knowing there's a chance of at least one more pit stop to go here tonight.
It's got to be, because Brian's on him. It's not like Brian ain't pushing.
With the field, so you shouldn't.
Yeah, we are going straight backwards now.
The most important thing is he's saving fuel right now. I mean, you said 42 laps. They went back to 48. I mean, if he's back there running 90% throttle the whole time, can he make?
Somebody moved in front, so maybe he'll go now.
2 or 3 under caution, so really he's got to go maybe 45. Outside. Who knows? It might be something that we'll be talking about if he stays green.
That's exactly what it was, because now he ain't got no problem going.
Okay. Jostling back and forth between the 4 of Justin Force as well as the 6 of Brad Delph. Delph is currently the driver that's working the outside.
Shit, now I'm up to 3.5. I need to add.
Still slicing and dicing back and
And I'm down to 1.9. I don't know what this thing's doing. It's all over the place.
Over the radio being
I have seen nothing of the sort.
That is going to be Matt Meir finally addressing.
Yeah, I didn't either, but a couple of us
Sora about the blinking. There is a lot of nerves about this situation.
I don't know what I said. What did my car do this time?
We now have to say their name. Mike Tellier
it just blinked, and as soon as it came back, it's like instantly it just jumped forward.
All right, I'm second, so I'm going to need to push a little bit here.
My end or if it's
the 0197. They were a part of that first round of the race. Now up front leading this one.
All right, Mike, Matt, I did not say it.
No, I'm buying it.
Well, I'm not pushing him right here because we're even. I mean, we're not really going to gain anything, because best case scenario, I push him clear and he goes up to lead the high line, and then I'm losing fuel too. So just try to keep them even.
Like this. Yeah.
We're going to be 3 in the corner here.
Are you dropping
Extremely happy with our running. I mean, we started the season.
No, I mean, I have all of my stuff graphical where I can see it, and I don't show any issues. None.
Vince, I know that you've been clean on my screen the entire time.
Is a super speedway racer, just like specialist of their alliance team, Sky Motorsports, hoping for a decent run. And tonight, like I said, this is
I don't know. The only thing I do know is that my memory has a couple of fights just every now and then. But I really don't think that would cause it.
You're locked into the playoff.
That would. I have that issue on but I really could try to
to yourself. You can do it. You just got to get to these finishes of the races.
Yeah,
sometimes that's the hardest part.
It's been happening for a few
right
months
now, these drivers,
so I don't know.
33
My little
laps to go.
PC can't cut
They're
it
doing what they need to do. They're running up front, and they're strong on that outside line. But the thing is, they're running up front right now, and they're probably burning.
So if it's affecting anybody now.
So they're going to have a really good pit stop when it happens. And that's the big thing is, when do you make that pit stop?
It just can't keep up with what's doing.
When do you want to make that stop? Because we are in the window of these drivers.
That looks like his couldn't either.
Or just stay in a good position where you're at.
Bro, he left like 20 minutes ago. He must have just left his computer running.
Discussing back and forth about the damage they're dealing with right now. Most of the field, again, there's only about 12, maybe 10 drivers that were not involved in any of the big wrecks we had so far here tonight that are just trying to keep their nose clean. As right on board with Mike Tellier behind him, though. A lot of spacing. Drivers are willing to maybe set up for some big runs that are about to happen entering into turn 3 and off the exit turn 4.
Oh, all these big runs here. You get a big run down these back straightaways, and that's what we talked about. That's when the bumpers slam, and well, right now they send it off into turns 3 and 4. But you see those gaps, Sam, right there. You get that little bit of gap between the driver and all of a sudden on the back straightaway, they get that momentum, and they got to make a decision. Do I go 3 wide? Do I go inside, outside, or do I just slam that car in front of me and hope that they can handle it? Looked like one guy decided to pit going into the coming out of the one field off there.
47.4.
Last yellow, he was forced into pit road and was looking for a yellow flag. It never came out. Instead, so he's one of those drivers looking for the lucky dog spot as well. They'll take 4
You can tell everybody's chilling and saving fuel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're still 4 laps short.
Gap in front of a Bill. Curious for the 70, for the 32. Is this a strategy call of backing off this much? Because the field is running. Looking at the lap times, they're running some of their fastest.
Yeah, I saw that time.
So they're running about 2 seconds, almost a second and a half.
It's in the same corner with that corner.
Let's just calm it down for a little bit.
I need to push. I don't need the 97 to get in front of him here.
I've been watching it. I'm still not seeing anything happen on my end.
Do they think that maybe
no frame drop, nothing.
They can stretch it and run out coming to the end?
What I'm more impressed about is that when car jumps and also he moves forward too. You think when you jump that you just fly over the path.
Fifth gear says it right there. No one's going to be down there.
Does a kick once in a while.
Right there, it doesn't seem like I see any lifting on the RPMs. Maybe just a blip.
Maybe the memory's affecting your upload somehow. That's why you're the only one blinking.
Outside. Looks like they're kind of just keeping it at a consistent rate.
I see an old lapper up there.
Yeah.
I guess I should say the data that your computer sends to the iRacing server.
They're just
Correct before you get to me. Not you guys, but that you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know y'all came up here, but lap car down low.
Let's put it right in the middle.
Finish up front, but with 30 laps to go, this race still wide open. 23 drivers on the lead lap. And we have drivers that were still not involved in any wrecks, scattered within these 23 drivers in this lead pack.
You see right there at the bottom of the screen, the 25 of Cody Reed. Remember how quick he drove up through the field, and we talked to him under the yellow flag. He said, Sam says he felt like he could drive up through the field when he needed to.
I think it'd be impossible to blow in
that restart.
You don't even have a front end on my screen.
Save that car. Maybe he's saving fuel back there.
Yeah, less weight. That's what makes you go so fast. Boom, boom.
Less throttle. Save more fuel, but we'll have to keep an eye on it.
Well, like, he did that thing where it tried to suck me up.
Someone almost hit me.
Usually when we're seeing drivers,
I was on the bottom, so it wasn't me, but like it definitely tried to suck me up into the next car.
3 seconds faster than a driver that's by themselves. And last lap was the 17 Chris Stitz by himself. Ran a 49.9 second lap time. Mike Tellier, our leader, a 47.2. So they are close to what would be the right speed, but it just seems like we're running about a second slower.
How did that check up the inside line more than the outside line?
I have no idea.
It may have been me, like it pulling me up and then getting us all out of whack.
Put a lot of speed down with each lap that passes. The question continues to loom: when would you think about making your stop here tonight? As they continue to watch this race push forward, and the lap car go backwards. It's all side by side, plenty of space, plenty of, if someone wants to make a big move, they can. And this is bizarre to watch, Justin. I can't think of the last time I saw a Daytona race where there was just this much give all around the front pack of the field.
Especially when in the beginning of the race, it seemed like we had no give, but now these drivers all of a sudden, this is what I was thinking would happen in the beginning of the race. I thought they would be a little more spread out and just wanting to get to the stage and kind of relax, but it seemed to start out the opposite of what I was personally expecting. But what you talked about with Chris Stitz being about 2 seconds off instead of 3 seconds, I mean, I know eventually he might get lapped, but with the field running just slightly slower, and that's mainly right now.
I don't know how my foot's going to sleep and cramping at the same time, but apparently that's the thing.
Yeah.
But if he's able to stay on the lead lap, Chris Stitz, and the caution does come out, I would imagine that these guys might.
I went up to 5.5 on fuel.
My checkered. it could put Chris Stitz in the lead.
I think I'm setting at 5.2. I'll check when we get
should be good to go for fuel.
straight here.
Well, sadly, that will not be the case.
It's saying I need 1.8.
Tail end of this group,
Oh, okay.
only 2 laps down.
I've got 10.25 left.
For only driver 1 lap
I've got
down.
9.97. So
Okay.
Tom Bourne is the next driver a lap down, but he's 2 laps down with Chris Stitz and with Justin Forbes as majority of the field dropped down the inside. I thought that was going to be the beginning signs of pit stops about to be called.
But also know that it's calculating that based off of your saving right now, and not.
That's true.
So
yeah, which we won't be doing that later.
Side-by-side racing. They want to be
that's why I just kind of went ahead and started going. I'm having to push harder than I wanted to just to keep him.
Definitely a lot of
Well, all right, now he dropped down. So
right there, another driver dropped down.
Okay.
That's what I didn't want to happen.
Like that was the 97 machine. Are they going to be pitting this time by it? Maybe they just feel like they'd rather get this pit stop.
Look at that outside line died.
Sure to go and be ready to go for fuel at the end, but no, right now they're going to stay out.
Stay out, and they continue to fall. No signs have been reported over the radio of we're pitting this go around, and they were notified. They do not have to announce to the field.
Better keep your distance here, Zach. I'm ready for the lag switch again.
Courteous call to make sure that you don't get ran over.
Somebody get in front of it.
Are making the call over the radio now, though. This is the time. Expect pit stops. They're gonna fan out. This is the show of green flag pit stops that we're about to see. This is one of the craziest things in Super Speedway racing is when they see the field fan out and make the decision to go into pit road.
Oh. Yeah, luckily they're
all right, so what's the call on fuel, you think?
Anyone from the outside line trying to make it.
Yeah, I mean, oh wow, people coming in here.
97's going to peel off. Most important, be not speed, get it slowed down, don't spin out. He's coming in fast, but he's going to get it slowed down. I hope enough.
Yeah, I mean, I got 5.2 gallons, although I did not see that happening.
For themselves, majority being Hula Monkey and Sky Motorsports. No one's going to get caught speeding. These drivers going over 180 to 190 miles per hour. And to drop down
I guess we need to talk to our lines to make sure. I don't know where any of them are here. Let's see.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Look at the standings here.
Make the decision. Do you exit? Do you enter
I'm gonna bet here, Tom.
this go around or the next? As drivers are getting
20th
in line. Also,
all right, 28's fitting. I guess we stay out here.
What are you aiming for with this pit stop?
You're aiming. Don't make a mistake. But you got to maximize.
Yeah, we got a bunch still out here.
Do we go this next time?
Help me understand. Why are they pitting now?
Just on the early side of it.
Okay. I mean, because I'm sitting here going like, what? In case there's a caution. Well, then again, yeah, if there's a caution, I see. We can come down.
Nick Crawford, Larry Gately.
We're going now.
I'll go with you. Yeah.
How much are we taking?
I'm taking 5.2.
You only have a group of 5.
Going this time here.
Together, then 6 back.
That's yeah. You want me to say it all channel?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hit one downstairs.
I'll stay high here.
Yep.
No. I'll go low. I'll go low.
So spaced out that it doesn't work out on your pit stop coming in as third.
Oh, we're gonna be right on board here. Look at this aggressive move to the outside.
I pit before you do.
12 of Andrew Medlin be able to beat. Yeah, it looks like he actually gets into the pits ahead of Zach Hall, maybe.
5.2, no tires.
Oh no, Zach Hall stayed out. So Zach, who was there right there in front of him? That's it. Andrew Medlin got around him. So
it was Larry Gately, I believe, that he was
rolling.
Yo, lead pack. Let's keep saving. We can save a lot more fuel here.
Their way forward, and
they're like way back down.
But only 2 of them, it looks like. I mean,
so if we just save it now, we can push
What happened? Holy hell, my fuel! Oh my gosh!
Why is this pass checking up?
Only 2 or 3 cars pitting.
I came in with 5.2 to fill up, and it changed my fuel.
I mean, wow.
I got a full tank of gas. Damn it!
We're pitting right here.
He took tires. He took.
I even checked it while I was rolling down pit road.
That's costly. No one else on the field has taken tires. And now going to be Zach Hall entering pit racing for Nick Crawford. They're just a pair of 2. And it's just an odd mosh podge of drivers falling into pit road. Just a handful here.
Well, not sure why that happened.
That is going to be the most collected together in driving as one. Is Trent Jump, Shane Terry, and Mike Kelly,
190 straightaways, 185 corners.
Brian P. Johnson, Vincent Sora going to be part of the lead group that is feeling.
But because I had the auto fuel,
maybe. And able to have this spacing between the rest of the field.
But that's the most important. They got in the pits. They were clean, but they had a big group. bigger the group, the faster they're going to be able to build their speed back up and not lose any time. As you're going to see a couple other guys peel off.
Damn it.
My car's not that hurt,
cars, and that's
but I
the
can't
where,
really leave.
Where you at, Ken?
If you're fine with
the group to build your momentum back up with.
Alright, me and Wade are here in the middle of 1 and 2.
You have to start wondering what
We're gonna hold bottom.
5 drivers on screen. What are they going to be thinking right now with them running a little side by side? That's not ideal, Sam. To help kind of slows down that.
Oh man, that sucks.
When they're running side by side past that lap car.
Yeah, and that's going to be just unfortunate. Talking about the inexperienced driver, that's what the Force
I just don't know how much front end damage I have. I don't know how much I'm slow down.
Whole group as a whole.
Alright, I got plenty of fuel.
Car's broken too. Come on, by me.
Good.
I don't know. It's not that
He might
broken
be
though.
feeling exactly what his shirt is.
I can do about 20
I think
green
you'll be
white
fine.
checkers.
All fine, but is it okay? With the chaos that we've seen running around, pit stops expected. But will this group of 4 come together, or will they decide to split off as a 2-2 pairing, one lap after another? As we continue to stay clean and green, 20 laps to go here tonight as we drop it down to just 19. And it's going to be Joshua Kanata still leading the charge, but Trent Jump, we're expecting to take the lead once this pit cycle fully completes.
And they got it, I think they were 30 seconds behind. They got it down to 27.5, and then it went to 27.4, now 27.1. So they're definitely making time up on these leaders. And you have to wonder, how long are these leaders going to stay out, giving up all this time, or do they have something else in store? I mean, do they think they can make it to the end?
They were sitting in the back. You got to remember, Lucky Ducks as a group, that was Edward Schubert Jr., Douglas Newbigin. They were in the back of the pack, just sitting there and waiting. And they are running so off the pace. They're running 49.6 second lap times.
They need them to start racing.
Last lap, it was a 49.1.
Yeah.
They are slowing down. They're trying to find the fuel and save it.
Wade and I are in no man's land back here.
Out trying to falter his way in the back of this line. Same for Cody Reed. They have to find a way to save fuel because Edward Shore Jr., Douglas Newbigin, they might have found the combination to save the fuel to the end of this race, while the rest of the field that's being led by Shane Terrian, they have to run him down. 26 seconds is the difference to the leader. Do they have enough time with 18
Cedric's
laps
doing a hell of a job pitching me right
It's
now.
going to be really interesting.
Nice.
I mean, just from that whole lap of you talking it, you can see right here. I mean, these drivers are racing side by side, but they got it down to now.
As I say that, we get loose in the
live
corner.
ticker right there with 18 to go. I mean, if they're gaining 1.5 seconds a lap, they're going to get to them. But then the question is, are they just right now saving fuel those front?
And Wade, we're actually catching those boys in front of you.
Up for those final 5 laps and fend off this group. But
a little bit, and I think we lose it back.
And we lose it back, yeah. It's like coming down the straightaway, we gained a 10th there. But yeah, you're right. Now we're losing them in the corner.
Edward Schubert Jr. and Douglas Newbigin, 50.1 seconds was their last lap.
Cedric, you think me running a lane up would do anything here?
2 seconds, almost going to be a 4-second difference per lap. They're going to catch them if they continue at this rate. The question is for Edward Schubert Jr., Douglas Newbigin, Cody Reed, Joshua Kanata. They needed this race to stay clean and green, and honestly, a lot of hurt from Justin Forbes, which, you know, it sticks to the fact that he
group
was
in front got single file.
This group as a whole, but he was only costing them 1 or 2 seconds. This group's going to be blasted by in most likely the next 5 to 6 laps, and that's plenty of time for everyone else. It's going to be around 10 laps to go, and then it will be the duel of 5th on back.
Yeah, at the rate right now that these front 5 are running, it's down to 16.7 seconds. They're just coming so fast. If they're saving the fuel right now, maybe they're going to say, you know what, if they get to 10 seconds, then we're going to go back to full throttle and try and hold them off. But I mean, right now, with them running the speed they're running to trying to save fuel, they're just saving too much right now.
It is a lot of time, a lot of fuel, but at some point, you know they're going to flip.
We've lost a second and a half on them once they
try to find a way to slow down this gap that is just continuing to be shrunk lap after lap, and it's still just a little bit faster that lap. It was 2 seconds faster than the last 2 laps. It was a 48.7 compared to crossing the line now, a 45.9.
And go 37 more laps. How many laps we got left in this?
Is that second group
15.
15.
run down the picture of 5 drivers in front of us with 15 laps to go.
Can't believe I did that to myself.
Is a little bit less than 14 seconds. If it's a second a lap, they will be there.
But there will be there. I mean, They have it under 14 now, 13.1, 12.9 now shows on the live ticker for the 5th place machine.
I was sitting in my box and I'm like just starting to get on gas, like, all right, they're getting ready to let me go. What's happening?
I was wondering, I was like, you were far enough ahead of me, you should have been rolling by the time I passed you, and you weren't. I was like, uh-oh.
Your draft, because then they're really going to catch it.
I glanced over and see that white fuel bar going up and up. Not what I was supposed to be doing.
It was a 46.0. 3-second difference.
Might as well hand me an ice cream cone at that point.
14 laps to go. This group's going to be there. 10 laps to go. Then it's
take a pee break too.
Exactly, yeah.
Douglas Newbiggie, Cody Reed, Joshua Canal.
Maybe even take a phone call.
You also continue to see the blinking of the 15. Vincent.
All right, well, the only good news here, Wade, is we've been leaving the leader's 2 car behind me, and we've he's fallen back 5 seconds in the last like 5 laps.
Got a lap car here on the bottom, going to the top.
As Chris Stitz moves
yeah, I've been seeing him pop up there and out again.
Yeah.
Stays low, and they continue.
So they're going really slow. I guess trying to save fuel.
To 7.5 seconds. What a run we're seeing right now.
Yeah, they're going to be there, like you said, 10 laps to go. They're going to be there.
Hold her brake, bud.
What do they do is that front group, they got to go full throttle. I mean, they made their bed. They can't just, these drivers will fly by them. They'll be back in 12th, 13th, 14th position without even putting up a fight. So
good Lord. We were at 3.1 and now it's 7.3.
Who knows? They might turn it on.
Wow.
It's already 5.1 seconds here as we talk.
Yeah, it's going to be not even to 10 laps to go. They're going to be there before that. It is just flying. And each lap, as they get closer and closer, they also start to sniff a little bit more of that draft of the lead group. They look like a speck of dust in front right now, just crossing that lead line. But it's going to be Shane Terrian trying to close the gap to Justin Canada, to Joshua Canada, Cody Reed,
no man's land here.
Are we making
already starting to play the Jaws music. They're catching up, and they know it's going to happen here very quickly.
But you can just visually see right here. I mean, they're probably going to get them by the next
I'm willing to go
just so much faster than them. I mean, they might even get them before the straightaway.
I'll go high.
Coming up on these drivers. I don't know, Sam. I'm not sure what they were thinking by not pitting. I mean, these drivers are there now, so they can't do anything.
Oops, sorry, Wade.
Yeah, I mean, you can save fuel, but
will you be able to hang with us?
The mindset of, hey, we also need
yeah, I'll be able to.
maybe slow down, but everyone trying their best to march their way forward. But Shane Terrian, Trent Jump, Zach Hall, and the rest of the crew, they're here. They're rocket ships blasting on the middle lane. Lap car's going to stay high. And Shane Terrian takes the lead with 11 laps to go. The race is no longer about can Lucky Duck save the fuel. It's about who will outrace the others, as we've got a cluster of around 12 drivers on the lead lap in this pack, and it's go time on who's going to
keep your foot in it down low here, Larry. Stitz is going to give us the draft and then go high when we get there.
We expected all that speed, but now the question is going to be, what does he do over these final 11 laps, and how much trust does he have in everyone behind him to make sure that he's able to get to this finish under power? But look at this move to the outside. These drivers are getting racing out as Brian P. Johnson jumping to the outside, but Trenton Jump continues to push the 9 machine of Shane there.
Little unnecessary there, Justin.
As they continue to race on, 8 drivers on the lead pack, in the lead lap, that are in this lead pack at full song, pushing forward. And it's Shane Terrian, Trenton Jump, Zach Hall, Nick Crawford, Brian P. Johnson, Mike Tellier, Matt Meir, Vincent Sora, going to be your 8 drivers in the mix. Matthew Rodriguez got side drafted and held back. He's stuck with the Lucky Ducks drivers, so he'll just get to watch his teammates and Alliance teammates race for a win here tonight. 10 laps to go. We've seen the aggression when there were just 7 drivers racing for a stage win. We got 8. Here we go, Justin. 9 laps to go. 1 blinking driver in the mix, and it's Shane Terrian leading the charge for now.
The blinking drivers definitely got everyone's attention, but I tell you what, these drivers have just pulled off from that group that was saving fuel, so it shows that even with the extra cars up there, however they're running, like 80% throttle, they just aren't able to stay with this group. As you see, they're already almost outside the picture frame here on the back straightaway. So it's going to come down to these drivers right here on the left side of the screen to figure out who's going to win this race. And as we say that, Zach Hall is going to take the lead going down into turn 4.
Zach Hall, Nick Crawford, Brian B. Johnson outside.
They're going to have to wreck up there.
Under the banner of Cat 5 in the lead.
We're catching the second pack, but not fast enough.
Trying to get themselves in the victory lane as it's going to be the 32 Hall leading the charge. 8 laps to go as they cross the line. And now it's the decision where you want to go. Shane Terrian getting a little bit of upset being around Vincent Sora. He'll drop down low, try to find his alliance driver, Mike Tellier. Also, Shane's looking for any type of other teammates that might try to tag along with the group and drop low. We've seen drivers work as one, and maybe it might be a little bit of help from past leagues years ago. Shane Terrian, Trent Jump, also getting help from Tom Bourne. We're going to be seeing alliance teammates from outside of the league try to work as one as Zach Hall up front, but can he hold back the rest of the field?
He's got that outside line going. They're all up there with him. That's going to leave the inside open if someone decides to make a move, but when will they? There's not that many cars up there. As you see right there, the 9 machine of Shane Terrian is going to go back down low, trying to get back to that lead, but he's got to need some help behind him. He's got Trent Jump pushing him, but not able to get to the lead yet.
Maybe just 1 or 2 more drivers if possible. Tom Bourne again underpowered. He's been dealing with damage. He's caught up in that 3rd wreck of the night as he continues to try to fight forward. Vincent Sora continues to blink in and out of this race. 7 laps to
Cody,
go.
how close are you
and
making
everyone's also trying to figure out where do you find yourself at the end of this race. Could end
Oh, there's a couple spots.
Very likely
or at least one.
A late caution come out. This lead pack is not the
kind of good on paper.
Track. There's around 4 different groups and pods of drivers that are trying
Rodriguez for some reason was sidetracking me off. So
here's the second pack being pushed by Richard Wolfson and Matthew Rodriguez.
I don't know. Why would I be sidetracking at the end of the race?
Matthew Rodriguez is frustrated on the fact that he was held back from Edward Schiller Jr. and Douglas Newman.
The mind nearly boggled.
The 01, who wasn't able to be a part of this battle for the win, but he's being held for the luck by the.
I really wish I could put that rocket fuel in to make me go
catch him. It's just not near fast enough.
5 laps soon to be left to go in tonight's race, and I know for the lead pack, they're looking for at least the white flag to make sure this race is official.
That would be the big question when you make that move. Do you want to just wait to the last lap? You make it too soon and it doesn't work out, you start falling. That's the big question. Do you make it going into turn 3? Do you have enough time? I mean, and then the big other question for Zach Hall is going to be, when does he decide to move to the inside? Or does he want to stay up there the whole time? Does he feel confident enough being on that outside line?
Looks like there's 3 that have stayed out.
That's going to be the big thing.
And they're going to need to pit.
Leader, Sam, at these types of tracks, I mean, you got to be really good at blocking and anticipating the run, but you got to also hope that the guy behind you is go with you and not leave you hung out to dry.
How many you have now?
I don't know. I was out of the draft coming out of pits when I pit because I fucking flipped in my pit. So I don't know. I'm like maybe a half lap
by
guy.
the Snowy Desert Racing teammates of Zach Hall and Nick Crawford.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch it.
A 2-on-2 battle for this surge, but also.
So I'm like fucking bleeding feel. So they want to go. There you go.
They were lingering, waiting. It looks like it's time to pounce. Look out for the run. It's going to be Shane Terrian bouncing low with Trent jumping others as they're going to be trying to make them out to take the lead.
I mean, if they start racing out there, that'd be nice. But who knows?
Speed to finally take the lead. They're now going to be side by side for second, side by side for the lead. Shane Terrian trying to get back to the point, and he will do so with Trent Jump. Tom Bourne.
That's fucking Kevin LePage when you need him.
They're now going to be the lead trio as they push back the Lexus Desert and others, but a little bit too much.
Same thing going mid here.
Dude, I'll give you 30. And that could hurt him. The outside lane's getting the run now into turn 3.
Blown up.
Back on track. I thought for a second there. Oh, they are there.
They hold it.
They're rigging in turn 3.
Tom Bourne still wiggling, drifting. They pull back up. It's now down to 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers still attached with the draft.
Who did that?
And it's 4 that are truly connected.
Oh, but they're split apart, Sam. But there's enough cars out there that I think they're going to get a big run. And that Brian P. Johnson might get a big run with these now side by side in 97.32. Brian P. Johnson might get a run on these guys if he's got enough momentum behind. That he might be able to time it perfectly if it works out that way. That he can use huge momentum and maybe slingshot to the outside. It's going to be really interesting if he gets a huge run down this back straightaway. You can see visually, it looks like he's getting closer and closer. Pushing him.
Heartbreak for some. Matthew Rodriguez is having troubles for the 01, but it's ultimately Nick Crawford.
I'm like barely good, so
battling for a chance to win this race. Required damage. He's forced to pit road. It's our top 4 getting side by side. Brian P. Johnson still 7/10 back. He needs a little bit of help as they're coming across the line. 2 laps to go for Shane Terrian. Trent Jump, Zach Hall, Mike Tellier as Zach Hall's being side drafted back. There's nowhere to really go. Few drivers having some incidences
No, you need to drag the brake here.
dealing with damage and also dealing with the fuel
So I can
loss.
suck up to
But
you.
it's up to our top 4, maybe just our top 2. Zach Hall is mounting a run if he can get a little bit of help. But it's that third group of drivers.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to lose a position when Larry decides to get out of line and pass me at the end. I'm not even going to fight it. He's been doing a hell of a job pushing me up here, so.
Well, they're going to have it, especially as down to get.
He's got me more than that one, you know.
Where's Brian P. Johnson going to go? Is he going to go up high? It looks like he's going to go in that third lane. Matt Muir, he's going to stay in the middle.
Well, it depends on where Cedric goes, too.
They hold him back. It's Zach Hall with the run as they're coming across.
Well, he sure as shit can't lead.
Yeah. Sponsored by Freaky Fast Broadcasting as they go down to turn number 1.
Me, on the other hand, I have
Hope it's for the best. Zach Hall.
Oh.
Never mind, I will be
28 wants the win.
Oh no, they're all pushing. This is it. The pusher's getting pushed by the person.
medium here again.
Nines into the 97. Wow. Zach Hall goes from the lead to the outside, going off here in turn 3 for the final time.
And it's going to be Matt Muir really putting the push.
I just hope a big one happens now, Mela.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately everybody's spread up, so I don't think we're getting much.
On. Brian P. Johnson, hoping to be a 3-time Daytona winner. Going to be Tellier to the outside. 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide. Contact.
That front stretch.
They're wrecking, but they're wrecking across the line, so it doesn't matter.
Fireworks already going off, and I'm just coming after him, too.
And it's Tellier.
Zach Hall.
Good shit, Larry. Thank you.
Third. Wow, what a finish. I mean, Shane, I thought he was going to have a chance to win that race, and he just did not get a chance to go across that line. But Mike gets it.
Would you really expect anything else this season?
Well, that was not the finish I was thinking we'd get.
For a quick moment, it looked like it was confused with everyone going into the grass for a second.
At least you got
We saw the
top 10.
97 cross the
Right.
line,
Yeah.
and it's Mike Tellier. We talked about bad luck after bad
Good
luck
run,
after
Jack.
bad luck
Good
moment. Get your win. You're going to be finding yourself with a chance
win,
to
Mike.
fight for the
Good win.
playoffs.
Good win. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we're
Good win.
expecting a top 10 or me wrecked out. That's only our 2 options I was expecting.
Ricking on the back stretch.
It ain't too bad where we finished. Badlands is just
No, yeah, I mean, for super speedway, not bad, but sucks when you
Where'd you end up?
blow it yourself. 17.
16 and 17.
Well, yeah, I mean, considering you had the mishap on the pit stop, it could have been way worse.
Could have been
you know?
worse, exactly, yeah.
It could have been like the rest of my season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating when you do it to yourself, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, you finished, like, all of you finished on the lead lap except me. I was kind of right.
Yeah, you're the one that said it, and you're the one that got jinxed.
And again, thank you for helping us out there. We were
Damn wheel, dude.
we were dropping up until you showed up. So.
Oh, man, have we reached the end of the recording?
Not yet. Any last words you want to say before we cut it off?
Yeah, I screwed myself.
All right, like and subscribe. See y'all next time.